Hi, I'm Dr. Boykin, former single mom, stripper, and felon, now keynote speaker and two-time author who tells the truth about how to navigate personal and professional challenges. It's Tuesday, so let's talk about it. Have you been terminated out of the blue? Maybe you've had performance issues when you've never had a poor performance rating before. How do you process that and who do you blame? Are you really having performance issues, or is this just a way potentially for your company to restructure, downsize, or respond to the pressure to reduce workforce and increase AI innovation and efficiency? Well, it can be very confusing, but I have a question for you. If you are told you had poor performance but have never had a performance issue in the previous months, how can you actually take that seriously? For example, let's say that it's January, February, March, and all of a sudden, for the first time, you're hearing your performance didn't measure up in June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm going to go with that doesn't pass the sniff test. That just doesn't seem like it is a thing. And the reason I say that is because if you are hearing retroactively about performance issues that took place maybe 6 months prior, that's grasping at straws. And those straws are not the ones you need to use to drink. Those are their straws. In other words, that dialogue and that narrative, just because they say it, doesn't make it true. If you're hearing about performance issues out of the blue, when you've always been a top performer and never received a negative mark, or all of a sudden the temperature in the room seems to change, virtually or actually in the workplace, chances are you're being targeted. And if not targeted, you're being singled out. And if not targeted or singled out, maybe you're just not on the favorite list. Because if you've been working and you've been performing and they've never said anything about your performance, both quantifiably or qualitatively, meaning you haven't gotten feedback that you're not doing a good job getting along with your peers, and you haven't gotten any feedback as a performance rating that puts you below the bar, yeah, that's on them. They can say what they want, but it doesn't make it true, and it doesn't reflect who you are as an individual performer or a manager, because they do it to managers too. So with that in mind, here is permission to shift all of that ridiculousness that they're talking and all of that made up performance issues right back onto their plate. You don't have to take it, and definitely don't let it ding your self-confidence. The fact that they say it doesn't make it true. They may just be trying to downsize. It's true.